Hi everyone, we are here with Dan Olsen, the franchise wizard. How you doing, Dan?
We're doing amazing today. Thank you, James.
Excellent. Well, we're really happy to be here with you.
Glad to be here.
So Dan, we have gotten many questions about how you made your first $1 million. Can you tell our viewers more about that?
Okay, sure. I'd be happy to. It was a combination, actually. What I believe in is using multiple streams of income to get to where we need to be. So focus on one stream, get that built up, get on to the next stream. So what I did is I created a consulting company where I started that stream of income coming in to myself and my team. And we built that up into a several $1 million per year business. And then as a result of that business, then I was able to acquire some franchises because of the cash flow and because of the expertise and the connections I had built through that business. So I ended up consulting, and I ended up building franchise companies. I ended up owning several different franchises all over the country. Those produced tremendous cash flow that allowed me to generate millions of dollars and then build that little mini empire from there.
So Dan, if you were to do it all over again, what would you change? What would you do differently?
Oh, that's easy because I spent a lot of time with trial and error trying to figure out my own businesses as I got those set up. Then I was able to get into the franchise program. What I would do now is I would go directly into the franchise program because the system's already built. It's already proven. We have the help that we need. So it would have shortcutted my success tremendously, and it allowed me to invest in a lot of other things and increase my net worth much faster.
That's awesome, Dan. And for people that maybe hear that and they're like, oh, franchise, I don't have any experience whatsoever running a business. What kind of experience do they need in order to get started in a franchise and go from an operator to an owner?
So that's a wonderful question, because what we tell people with most franchises, depending on the one that you look at and one that fits you the best, is we tell them you don't need any experience. So let's say you're fresh out of school or you're in school and you want to look at, do I invest into my education and go to school, maybe go back and get my MBA or whatever, or do I take that same money that I was going to invest in that education and I invest it into a franchise, which is going to give you a return much faster. Almost every case, the franchise will give you a much quicker return and get you into a situation where now you can start leveraging that cash flow and building that equity much faster by building something that's already proven and have that mentorship and success rate that's very, very high.
That's excellent, Dan. What can be some of the things that people, when they in starting a franchise, what are kind of maybe some of the expectations that they should have with cash flow and ROI? Or maybe is there, what's kind of the strategy behind them? Are they looking more for cash flow than building equity? Or is it in the beginning, is it all about equity? What would you recommend?
Well, the nice thing about franchising is it gives you both. It allows you to start building cash flow fairly quickly, but also building the equity so that when you want to exit out, you have something to exit with. So it gives you both of those. But here's the question I always ask the person up front. Do you need to take a salary out of the business the first month? And hopefully that answer is no, I don't. I can get by for a little bit, because with any business, it's going to usually take you a little bit of time, maybe some longer amount of time, depending on the business you get started with, to start producing that cash flow so that you can start taking money out of it. Although I've seen businesses where you start it and boom, the first month, you're pulling money out of it. So it just depends on the business, and it also depends on you and the program that you choose.
That's amazing, Dan. This is really exciting stuff, especially that people don't need prior experience to running a business. Do you have any other tips for people that are looking to begin franchising?
Yes, one of the big things is don't go at it alone. Franchising is a mentoring program. People are there ready to mentor you. So I would suggest getting with an advisor, someone who's had some experience, someone who can guide you every step of the way, and so that you don't have to make those mistakes. And those advisors are readily available to help you figure out the best thing for you and guide you through the whole process, and it's not that complicated. I had some great advisors that helped me get on the right track in franchising very, very quickly. We have those same advisors available to you. Click the link below, and one of my advisors will get in touch with you and help you get through this process step by step with very little effort.
Thank you so much, Dan, for taking time to answer our questions, and this has been incredibly encouraging and valuable. And please subscribe to Dan's channel and watch this next video.